So, this is how your friend usually greets people? Dusty wooden crates stacked tall cluttered the lightless warehouse. Hugh and Shiloh remained suspended upside down, restrained by magical snares. Piper, is this really necessary? Inches from Hugh's face flashes a spark from a metal lighter, subtly revealing a woman's face as she lights a fresh cigarette. Grigori heard about your little departure from Navras. Figured she'd pay handsomely for your return. And won't he be glad to learn it was me who caught you? You're not serious. Piper breathes out a cloud of smoke in Hugh's face. Why not? It's not like I ever meant anything to you. Why should it matter if anything happens to you? We were children, Piper. Piper takes another long drag from the cigarette, its burning glow the only thing visible in the dark. In her opposite hand dangles the two amulets Hugh and Shiloh used to conceal their location. At least let her go. Navras is only interested in me. Dunno. Figured she might make a good bonus. Please, Piper, she has nothing to do with this. Piper taps her cigarette, dropping ashes onto the floor. A knife flies through the air, cutting the invisible bonds holding Shiloh as she falls to the floor. Get out of here, kid. Best not come back here. Shiloh's fists clench in anger, but Hugh's voice breaks the tension. It's okay, Shiloh, but you need to listen to me. Find Liam and get out of here. Once you do, find a woman named Lux. She's like you. She can help you. I can't just leave you here. Please, Shiloh, I'll be okay. Find Liam and... Another knife flies through the air, cutting Hugh's bonds as well and sending him falling to the floor. Fuck off! Before I change my mind! Picking himself up off the ground, Hugh makes for the exit with Shiloh in tow. If you're looking for Liam, you'll need this. Before they can exit, Piper throws something in their direction as Hugh catches it. Thank you, Piper.
You're listening to Radio D&D.
This is Spiders in the Undercity. I am James, your Dungeon Master, joined by Stephanie playing Cordy, Mike playing John, Max playing Alistra, and Will playing Roland.
This is Cordy reporting in. So that wizard claiming to be Leomund? Turned out he wasn't. Quite honestly, the thing gave me the creeps, and we decided to take him down. Alistra and I nearly had him, but he threw a fit and screamed something fierce. Alistra managed to keep her eardrums from bursting and tried to finish the job. But the squid man, he wasn't alone. His jellyfish friends, the cowards, ambushed us from the fog behind. Then, from under a hospital bed, a brain with 4 legs like a dog scampered around Roland and attacked him. A real freak show. But then, someone came to our aid. Funny enough, he was the MLE. He helped deal with the jellyfish... jellyfishes? Anyway, Roland finished off the squid guy, and I think that brain dog exploded. Well, we certainly weren't expecting the MLE to help us out, let alone in the Undercity. He was looking for John and me. He had a locket with our childhood pictures, and he claimed to be our father. Lyra and Percy, he called us. He said our mom sold us when we were very young. Sold us for secrets. Not that he couldn't have made all that shit up. He was helpful in the fight, so I figured we could lead him on and have him help us find Hugh. Little bit of family bonding, I guess. I don't feel too great about us losing track of Hugh, and even worse about him falling into Grigori hands. Something in your voice told me you weren't too keen on that either. But we're gonna get that son of a bitch, Navras. I promise you that.
So, you all wake up in the dimly lit interior that is the old ramshackled building you guys slept in. And as you guys wake up, the camera is looking at you guys from a corner of the room and then refocuses to a spider web, which currently entangled in it is a very ornate envelope with the Grigori seal on it.
Cordy will get up and take it, snatch it right out of the spider web.
Nobody noticed that it was placed there?
No. It appeared there as if by magic.
Okay.
But yeah, Cordy, you grab it, open it up, and it is a finely written letter with, gold ink, and it is an invitation to the immortal Masquerade.
No way.
You can also see that it is signed by a Donovan Grigori.
Donovan Grigori. Do I know what the immortal Masquerade is?
Would I also know?
You could make a history check. Alistra would probably make it with advantage, just as, her dealings with them.
21.
I got +0, so we got.
Oh no.
Oh boy. I guess I missed that part.
So they will occasionally have a masquerade, typically for their higher ups or, nobility, and it's usually around a longer celebration, though you're not quite certain what the details of this, as it isn't mentioned in the invitation.
Does it mention a dress code?
Yeah.
You could assume that it is probably not blood-stained plate mail armor or what you are currently wearing.
That feels like an insult directed directly at me. It's probably black tie, I guess.
Are hats frowned upon?
Well, it is a masquerade, which, some masks, are a part of an ensemble where a hat might be included.
I don't want to pull out the purple feather, but I'm gonna let that be a judgment call for the group.
Okay.
Well, I feel like we probably have to wear something nicer than what we're wearing if we're going to a masquerade. Cordy will very pointedly look over to her dad and just be like, I'm not sure that you should accompany us to this. I know Johnny invited you, but it seems perhaps that the stakes have been raised a little higher than I would like.
He nods.
He's a grown man. He can make his own choices.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you two think is best. I don't want to get in the way of your work.
You familiar with the Grigori?
To be quite honest, I'm not familiar with most things in the Undercity.
Probably for the best then.
Cordy has a finger and is like, I think we should maybe have this conversation privately. She wants to go outside and talk to at least her dad. Johnny is clearly invited, as always.
He nods and gets up, does one of the dad grunts as he, gets to his feet.
John mimics the dad grunt getting up.
Doing it at the same time.
Yep.
That's funny.
you exchange a knowing a look, and he nods subtly.
Oh man.
But yeah, you guys go on outside, which at this point your day-night cycle is all out of whack. The Undercity looks the same during the day as it does at night.
Listen, Johnny, I'm not trying to step on your toes, but I'm just not sure that this is a good idea for him to come with us. I think you'd be safer elsewhere.
Above game, is our dad wearing anything obviously MLE related?
He does have his MLE issued sword, but he is wearing a cloak that is, for all intents and purposes, covering most of. He knew he was coming to the Undercity, and that, looking like an MLE officer is probably not the best. He does have, his posture, his sort of presence denote someone of, authority. But other than that, there's not too much. He did take care to make sure he wouldn't stick out too much. If anything needed to be left, it would probably be his sword, but that's if anyone even, takes notice of it.
I know, old timer. What do you want to do here? We got this, but this is what we do.
Listen, last night we had a talk with Navras, and the mark that we're reaching is with the Grigori family. And they've invited us to a masquerade, as you saw on the invitation. I don't know if you feel right getting that deeply involved, all things considered.
He gives you guys a long look, and after a moment says, "What I came down here to do with, I found you two. I don't want to lose either of you again. I will do as you ask."
Cordy looks over at Johnny. What do you think?
Will say, be kind of interesting. I doubt any MLE officer would ever be this deep into Underdark territory, much less be invited to a masquerade by one of the ruling families.
I've never been to an immortal masquerade, but I know how to hold myself in polite company.
He survived this long. Let the man make a choice. Personally, could go one way or the other for me. Sounds like you're the only one with the strong opinion, one way or the other.
That's not true. She crosses her arms. I just wanted to give the man an option. She's arms crossed. She has that face. You know that face. You don't even need to insight. She has opinions, and she's having feelings, like emotional things. She doesn't know how to process them.
John would look towards his father and say, she doesn't want you to go, but she wants you to make your own choice. But she really doesn't want you to go.
I will say that, though I've never been to a masquerade, he looks down at, his attire, which is very, cloaked, mysterious, dark person. I think perhaps we should seek a tailor or someone who can loan us fine clothes.
Well, I think that is a very good idea, actually. I think that we should attend the party. When is the party?
It is a week-long celebration.
My God. I do not, but the masquerade is tonight.
It's not clear, actually.
Oh my God. What, people don't put fucking dates on their fucking RSVPs? Yes, I do think that we should probably see a tailor, since we actually don't know when this thing is kind of happening. All right. Okay, it's fine. I would love for you to come. Nothing will make me happier.
He nods.
John's giggling internally.
I just don't. Thank you. She'll just walk back in. More like stomping.
So as you guys go back inside, Alistra, you would know that your father can 100% outfit you guys for this occasion. He would probably also like to know that his daughter is going into Grigori territory.
Might I suggest a red dress for Cordy?
I mean, she could do that with a white dress herself.
Are you suggesting a red dress for me, so if blood gets on it, it doesn't show up as much? That's very rude. You're not
just
wrong.
thinking ahead. Just thinking ahead.
You're not wrong, but you're out of line.
How will I send him a message? Or can we just go to my house?
You can basically just go you're not going to face any difficulties once you get into Talamane territory. The people know you there, and that's probably one of the safest places for you guys to be in the Undercity.
So do they come back in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cordy
yeah, they came
comes.
back in.
Well,
Cordy definitely comes back in first, probably. She's all huffy.
I know that you might be a little down in the dumps, but I do have some good news.
Oh,
So I told
really?
her, you don't really have to pay for any cool clothes because my dad can supply them.
Did you say you took her hand?
No, I did not. But she holds her hands like, wait, listen to me. Listen.
Oh, she holds her hand up. Okay. I was like, if you're holding Cordy's hand, she's gonna look like an inferno. Like, don't touch me. All right. So your dad can get us clothes.
Yeah. Why don't I
Huh?
wear this stuff all the time? I look good. Right?
Cordy just, shrugs. Because she's mean.
Oh, whatever.
Yes, you look fine.
So we can go down there. I'll call on that little favor, and then we can look super pretty as we go into that Grigori party and not kill everybody.
Right. That's the plan.
At least not at first. But if somehow problems do arise with them, more space for my family to move in. But
Are you
that's not what we're supposed to be doing.
Are you
Sorry
telling
about
us that we should try to kill
No, that's not what I'm
them
saying at
for
all.
your family?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that if it arises, and hold on to me here, if something does go wrong, there will be some good out of it. That's what I'm saying.
For you though.
Look, do you know these Grigori guys? Didn't think so.
Still sassy as ever, I see. All
All right,
right.
well, I'm good to set off then if we are good.
Right. Well, Daddy's coming with us, so.
All right.
Alrighty. Let's go. Let's just get this show on the road since we're gonna have to get a costume for the masquerade. I don't even know what I would possibly wear for something like that.
I have a lot of outfits, trust me.
Try a
Oh.
snake.
Me, a snake.
Is this a themed masquerade, like animal themed, or like?
You mean, does the letter say so?
So the letter is, I said it was an invitation, but it was more like a letter addressed directly to you guys. This wouldn't be something that someone actually going to that party and getting an invitation would receive. This looks like it was directed towards you. There is no mention of a theme anywhere on the letter.
Who signed it again? Just so I can remember.
Donovan Grigori.
Do you know what Donovan's like, Alstrom? Donovan Grigori? Have you heard of him?
Will this require a history check? Or do you think I just know?
This is most definitely common knowledge for you.
Okay.
Donovan Grigori is the head of the Grigori house.
Do I
He
need a
is severe to say the least. Probably in ways a lot like your father. Likes holding his power over people. I can't say that you've ever met him in person though.
Well, that's about to change. Yeah, well, just, tread the line, be respectful, and, maybe we won't die.
I can do that. I can put on a good show.
Watch that hand.
I mean, it's not I will. It's not my preferable kind of show. But, I can do it.
The Grigori are known as the immortals, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
What, pray tell, does that actually entail?
A lot of people refer to them as vampires, though they are not vampires. Vampire is something sort of made up to embody what they are. They are basically just people who have, under certain circumstances or by means of magic, attained immortality.
My God, Ellie.
No, not her.
I'm joking.
Yeah, she's at the
Oh,
party, guys.
Oh, I wish you would. I wish you would.
I wish she was a Grigori. That would be so funny. Oh,
God.
right? All right. Well, yes, we can talk about costumes on the way there to see your dad, since he can outfit us.
I think this is the perfect time for Roland to just step out while you guys were outside. He definitely changed into his fine clothes, and he's just tightening his bow tie. Says, "Guess it's time to dress to impress. Let's go."
This is
Well, that's so early. What are you doing? That you're gonna get your clothes dirty, man.
well, you got to get a mask and everything.
We can get that from Alistair's dad.
All right.
So, Alistair, you would know your dad spends the majority of time in his bar named the Devil's Advocate. You guys begin the trek that way, and as you get into Talamain territory, you will begin to see more and more tieflings, a couple of them whispering in hushed tones as Alistra and the rest of you march down the street. You get a couple of nods, and some people like bow their head to you, Alistra, as you see the big neon sign of the Devil's Advocate up the street.
Maybe he's in a good mood and we can, ask for some cool stuff.
So going inside, you guys find yourselves in this very elegant tap room. There is a large bar behind of which you see several taps sitting at the bar, which is made of this finely polished walnut wood, is a larger tiefling man. He has this cropped black hair and a goatee, wearing this black and crimson suit that seems tailor-made for him, and curling from the sides of his heads are these two large ram horns. And he is currently swirling this small shot glass of this dark amber liquid. And taking notice of you guys walking in, he will lock eyes with you, Alistra, and a big smile. You see one of his fangs appear as he sees you all.
He's gonna wave super quickly and literally skip over to her dad, give him a big old hug.
Yeah, big hug back as he embraces you in a hug, and he says, "My, it's great to see you, Alistra, and all of your friends. Welcome to my bar.
Thank you for having us.
Mm-hmm.
What's the occasion?" And he'll look at you, Alistra.
Well, we did have a little favor to ask. She'll walk her fingers over to her shot glass and tap the rim with her long nails. We got an invitation to a little party, and we know that you had so many great outfits. Of course, we gotta look our best.
Party, you say?
It's a little masquerade, so we need the cool outfits and the masks. I can say what the theme was, though.
Very interesting. And is this work related? Do you have any more information for me?
Wait, are we supposed to be keeping this party a secret? This is out of character, by the way.
That's up to you guys.
I honestly
Guys?
don't know if we should be sharing this too much because, this is all in, hunting for one of Navras's top dogs.
Yeah, I
Well-
probably wouldn't go around talking about it too much.
Mm.
Well,
This is also your dad.
yeah. Well, we're getting closer, and this party would really help. She'll nudge him a little bit with her elbow, a lot.
Yeah, he squints at you and takes stock of everyone else. These are your acquaintances?
Yeah, they're cool. If you like go on the line, like introducing them all and like some of their specialities. So you definitely point out that Cordy likes to use her hammer on stuff. And look, she doesn't do it during parties. Okay, I'll make sure that she is doesn't get anything bad on her clothes. I know the laundry can be a bit extensive sometimes, but I got it under control. It'll be
I don't know
perfect.
why you think I am like unable to go to a party and act like a lady.
I've never seen you in one before.
Well, I don't have to do everything with you.
Well, I know that, but how can my assumptions be exact when I haven't known you since you were a baby? All right, listen. Okay,
Yeah, so he stands up and walks over to the group of you, taking notice of Cordy and looking at her, currently still bloodstained. This one will need a bit of work, I'm afraid.
Wow. Sir, I'm wonderful the way I am. That is what I have heard before. It's just a dirty dress. It happens.
In your line of work, I'm certain. But I most definitely have things that you guys can wear for a masquerade.
All right.
Do you have anything in Raven?
He gives a broad smile. I have all manner of clothes, anything to suit your style.
Marvelous.
Come, I will have you bathed, groomed, and dressed for the occasion.
yeah, this is gonna be the best spa night of your lives. Trust me.
I look over to my dad and I'm like, give me your sword. Let me just hold on to it.
Gives you a curious look, but unclips his sheath from his belt and hands it to you.
Don't worry, I'll give it back. She like hooks it onto her arm or whatever, her belt, I assume. She winks at him. All right, let's go get bathed. Claps.
So Salazar leads you guys into sort of this upper story room where there are baths drawn and servants to tend to your every need. I am pretty certain that all of you except Alystra have probably never experienced this, but these servants proceed to undress you and bathe you themselves. How do you all respond to this?
Yeah, this is like run of the mill. Oh, ho hum, gotta take a shower this morning kind of deal for Alastra.
Mm-hmm.
Even got like a nice little brush for her leg fur because she got the goat legs.
Cordy is freaked out by this. She's like, no, I mean, I can undress myself. It's not really necessary.
Well, if you insist.
Okay, so yeah, two different rooms. One twin is a no, the other is a go.
Roland he'll hand the servant his jacket, and as soon as they start trying to do anything else, he is very much like Courtney is like, "What are you doing?
Why are you touching me?
I can do this. If you want to, take this and dry clean it or something, I'll have it back afterwards. But I'm more than capable. Thank you."
Okay. So those of you that do give permission, they will proceed to bathe and groom you. John, they give you a very, very close and neat shave, leaving any facial hair that you request. They will proceed to give you a lineup of clothes for you guys to choose from for the masquerade. So by the end of this, what does each of your characters look like? Keep in mind that any armor you're wearing, they will be able to work into your outfit. So no need to, if you have plate mail, ditch it. they will be able to work around it, basically.
Well, I'm ready for this one. So with her studded leather armor, the dress she's going to be wearing isn't super chunky, very slick, and most of it is black with these deep scarlet accents. Slit up the left leg to show off that goat leg, gotta happen.
Right.
Fresh decorations on her horns, like the gold rings and the chains going through, from the horn to her nose, those kind of piercings. And for the mask, she has a deep onyx goat mask.
I believe Cordy, you were after. So what does Cordy look like by the end of this? Assuming you went ahead and bathed yourself.
I think she just didn't want them to undress her.
Right.
She probably let them do the bathing and the grooming and all of that. I mean, who could resist the spa day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cordy picks out, I think it's kind of like an ombre dress that has all of the plate mail kind of incorporated. So it starts off black and it kind of grays out to white at the bottom. And she's got her hair pulled back and all curled, and it's like an off the shoulder moment, I think. She looks probably nicer than anyone has seen her look, since she usually looks, I don't want to say she looks ratty, because that's definitely not it, but she looks put together, but also kind of, well, bloodied for lack of a better term. And she's got this bone wolf mask on, and it's just kind of, the theme is bone. Yeah, there's Cordy.
And the servants did take your hammer and brought it back to you, all neatly polished and shiny and looking brand new.
And my shield and my dad's sword.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I specifically make sure his sword is still trash.
I took his sword so nobody would suspect him of anything. That was my thinking. So yeah, it is a bone mask with little it's got the top wolf teeth, the sharp ones, on it as well. So
All right, so Johnny in his mithril plate, he's got this very elegant kind of top that has a high collar to it. It's all black, and it's gonna have accents of feathers kind of around the collar. So you got the high collar kind of framing the face, and you've got these feathers kind of going over his shoulders, kind of back towards the back of his outfit. He'll be wearing a raven-styled masquerade mask.
And lastly, Roland. What does Roland look like?
So I'm going prom when I'm doing this. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
Roland is in a 3-piece suit. He's got a black bow tie with a violet vest underneath, violet handkerchief, and then I didn't think of an animal to go for a mask. So I was just gonna do one of those eyes and nose only, but it was gonna be violet to match the vest in remembrance of Quinn's feather.
And then Thomas, he actually went with a rather unsuspecting outfit. You might mistake him for a butler or a servant, and the mask he chose was the theater mask, but one half of it is the happy emotion and the other half is the sad emotion. As you guys are getting dressed, maybe Alistair, you're having your nails done, and your father Salazar is trying to pry you for information. He comes in, sits down, and you have each been given a glass of this very, very strong liquor that is this sort of deep amber color. And as if you take a sip of it, it gives you like the most intense burn that you could imagine from alcohol, almost like you can like smell the heat off of it. But he sets you down one of these glasses, Alistra, and sits back in his chair. You know, this coy smile on his face. I forgot to ask you, Alistra, how have you been? It's been a while since you've come around.
Oh, I've been doing wonderful so far. A whole lot of work about this, this Hugh guy. We're doing our best, Now we hope we're going to get some new information of this party, and then I'll have more stuff for you.
Yes, this party you spoke of, I understand the discreetness in front of your friends, but I am curious.
Got a lot of inner turmoil here. Who's he going for? Alright, it is the Grigori's Masquerade party.
His eyes light up. That is quite interesting. It is not often that a Talamane is allowed in Grigori territory.
Well, what if they don't know I'm a Talamane?
He gives you like a smirk that's like, I think having an invitation onto Grigori territory and being a Talamane are very interesting. Do your business, but I would ask, keep an eye out for anything I might find interesting.
Oh, don't worry, I have a very good eye for these sorts of things.
Indeed, this is a rare opportunity.
Well, she's gonna make bank, alright.
And with that, he'll leave you to finish getting ready. And as the last of you come downstairs in your fine attire, we get like the prom picture of all you guys ready to go.
Can I use one of the knight's promise flowers I picked as like a little boutonniere?
Yeah, definitely. As you guys get ready to leave, Salazar will, Alistair, take your hand and like bid you goodbye. I wish you all luck at the party.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your hospitality and these fine outfits.
And we'll bring him back straight away.
Mostly intact.
One way or the other.
All the way intact.
You need them back.
Well, it'd be nice. Please.
All
We'll see.
right.
I think given the nature of your work, this is the least I can do to say my thanks.
I'll make you proud. She gave like a little mock salute.
I know you will. And you guys begin making your way.
Cordy gives her dad back his sword. They polished it all up, but I didn't want them to suspect anything, so you're good.
He nods and takes his sword back. I'm hoping we won't have to need this at the party, though. So you guys begin making your way to the Grigori territory. On the outskirts, there is actually a finely dressed individual wearing a mask who, as you guys arrive on the scene, will nod at you and gesture to a ornate carriage.
Oh,
Right inside the vibes. This is like a death carriage.
Death carriage?
that would be so cool.
I mean, it doesn't... No, it's not a
Okay.
death carriage.
Death by carriage.
That'd be something Cordy would ask. She'd be like, "Is it a death carriage? I like those." That sounds like a great time.
Okay, well, I don't want to get crushed to death on the way to this party.
Yeah, you won't get crushed to death. You'll be fine. Nobody's gonna drop rocks on you.
All right, well, make sure you get squished first.
All right, fine. Cordy gets in the
God.
carriage.
Yeah.
I'm fine, see?
Did you not die?
She did not die. No.
Okay, then I'll also get in.
The
really pulling
attendant
out all the
opens
stops.
the door for all of you to pile in. What were you? Were you saying something, Will?
I was just saying, they're not holding anything back.
No, they really aren't. They're rolling out the red carpet for us, aren't they? I don't know if I like that.
Oh, I'll be
So-
fine.
If you got any questions about proper party etiquette, now's the time.
You guys hear the crack of a whip as the carriage driver begins pulling you guys away. You hear the sound of the hooves on the cobblestone street. You guys have some time to compose yourselves before the party or arriving at the party.
So what does one do at a masquerade other than eat and drink, I guess?
It is my understanding that when you go to a masquerade, it's all about being seen and seeing how others respond.
And I'm assuming we're going to have a meeting with the head of the Grigori, Donovan.
I was just about to ask, the note just said that we need to go to the party and, Hugh's been captured by the head of the Grigori. Do we just need to find him?
I don't think
Well,
that's going to be a problem.
You'd probably call him, Lord Grigori, because, he likes to get buttered up like that. Just don't let it on too thick, or else he'll get onto you and get angry. Well, does some of us want to, try to sneak into, the back larder or something and look for Hugh while the rest of us, I wouldn't say cause a scene, but just keep eyes on us?
Just really would prefer not to get into a fight in a room full of Grigori
I mean,
No.
at all.
guess
Never.
we'll scope it out. We'll walk in. If he's up there, cool. If he's not, then we'll figure out from there.
I think he'll be looking for us. We did get a letter.
What-
John is currently looking out the window, and as you guys are talking about all this, he just goes, "What makes you think they're not already watching us?"
See, Johnny's got it right.
Definitely a good thought.
Does anyone have detect magic out here?
I have detect magic. I can just go ahead and use it whenever. Someone trying to eavesdrop or scry on us.
As you cast Detect Magic, the most dominant aura you're getting is that of necromancy from the carriage driver.
I would say cool zombie butler. That's pretty sick.
Now, this was just Hugh that was captured, though. Do we think that anyone else is going to be trying to get him? Wasn't he with that girl, too? And he was also had those two brothers, I guess, that got away.
Well, they're long gone, don't you think? I don't think we'll be seeing them again. And if we do, I'll have to uphold my promise, unfortunately.
Promise was that?
Oh, that I'd killed them.
Ah, gotcha, the usual. Guess we'll just take this in stride.
I guess we have to, but Hugh did have a girl with him. So they didn't say anything about her, so she's somewhere else. Let's get him. She's not our main concern. We can finish the job by just getting him. If he's gone, then she may reappear looking for him, so.
She may. Do we even know anything about her? As a group? All we know is that he was just with a girl, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't think we know anything about her.
I guess we don't really know his motivation for leaving, but to be on the run from Navras and just decide to pick this girl up to tag along.
Do we know what he did to get on Navras' shit list?
No. Navras never said why. She only said that he needs to be found and brought to her.
For John, that's all he needs.
Here's my theory. What if he had a secret child with somebody? This is his secret kid, and he never told Navras, and she's mad about that.
The child has dark eyes with stars in it, right?
Yeah, you actually did see her, Johnny. She had this like long golden hair, this sort of dark skin with portions of it swirling with these different colored blues and purples, and her eyes looked like the night sky itself.
John would relay that to everybody, just so that they were all up to date as to what this ogre looked like.
Have we ever heard of anything like this before?
The only thing you've seen that closely resembles this is the dead creature you saw in the hospital with the mind flare.
Do you think any of us made that connection?
Potentially.
I think Johnny probably would have looked at the creature that was in the bed. Is there some kind of check I can make to see if you would recognize her?
Yeah, a history check.
Oh, it's a 9. Of course it is.
No, you would not have, with a 9, known what manner of humanoid that was.
Can I make the check as well, since Johnny and I were both looking at the
Sure.
mind flare?
Well, this would be on the Nimbazi, not the mind flare.
Yeah, but
the-
I figured that we both were looking at the mind flare, that we probably were both looking at the Mbazi as well.
With a 10, you would also not know.
I don't think I was looking at the body, so I can't make the check.
Whatever it is, he deems it important enough to try to flee from us.
Not only us, but from Navras herself.
Yeah.
As you say that, you guys are now deep in Grigori territory as you feel carriage come to a stop. And outside the window, you see this extravagant looking building, reminiscent of a castle with tall steepled towers. The carriage driver dismounts and opens the door for you, where you see all manner of finely dressed individuals in white and black gowns, dress suits, all wearing these extravagant feathered masks. A couple of them like make glances at you guys, whispering to themselves as you guys walk out.
How many of these folks are wearing animal masks versus Commedia dell'arte masks?
They are pretty much like the just the standard ones.
Oops.
But you get the feeling that they're not looking at you because of the way you're dressed.
I don't like it. I don't like the way they're staring at us.
Well, it's because you got awesome dress on.
I do not think that is why, Alistair.
Are they looking at us or are they looking at Elistra?
They're all sort of looking at you guys as a group. As you guys pile out of the carriage, the carriage driver will drive away as another individual will walk up to you, give a low bow, and gesture towards the castle, where you see lots of people coming and going.
Hi.
He does not say anything, but simply like bows and proceeds guiding you guys in that direction.
All right. I guess let's go. Cordy will stay out in front, though. She is wanting to keep everybody safe. Sort of. She's wanting to keep Johnny safe. She's going.
As you guys walk across the street, you will hear people murmur and whisper, looking in your direction. You hear one of them whisper, "I wonder which one he'll choose."
Ooh. That's not good.
And as you guys stand on the threshold, you will look into this massive entrance hall where people partake in food and dance. There is decadent food, red wine, and a string orchestra that's music emanates throughout the room. Floating near the center of the ceiling is this large crystal emitting a dull white light, and orbiting around it are these smaller crystals of varying white, grays, and blacks, slowly orbiting around it as it spins.
Very fancy.
Would Johnny recognize any of those crystals that are overhead?
You could make a history check.
Okay, I could try.
Hmm.
That's a nat 1
It's a very fancy chandelier.
for a total of 3. So
Very-
yes, a very fancy chandelier.
Did we we already passed the people who said, "I wonder who he'll pick,"
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Can I hang back to talk to them for a second? Or are we like far gone?
I mean, you guys could have talked to them before you went in, yeah?
Yeah. I would like to have stopped and done that. Yeah, so Cordy would have stopped and been like, "Oh, what? I'm sorry. Who? What do you mean? Who he'll pick for what? Who's picking?"
Yeah, so you find these two women. They are dressed with coordinated dresses, and their masks looks like they're half and half. Like one wears one half of the mask, and the other wears the other half. And they kind of like hold up their fans and giggle as you walk up. Odd to see your kind at this type of party. Are we here for business or perhaps induction?
Induction?
Yeah, they like look at each other and like giggle a little bit.
Man, I hate when people did that at school.
Right. I have to say I don't really know what you're talking about, and I am getting a little frustrated, so
They continue to giggle and say, "Well, maybe you just enjoy the festivities then. We'll see what happens."
no, I think you're gonna tell me, don't you? She like leans in a little closer. I mean, you might as well. We're already here. We're already having this conversation. Comes off a little bit more psychotic than anything.
They exchange a like look with each other, like who is this person?
A crazy person,
and,
yes.
Begin to walk away from you.
Hey, Johnny, help me!
You're on your own, sis.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't mix well with these type.
Well, I obviously don't either. Ugh.
So are there any is there any good food out here?
Oh yeah, tons. There's like lots of hors d'oeuvres. Oh, I can't talk today.
Someone finally answered the
Hors
request.
d'oeuvres.
There's hors d'oeuvres. There's, like I said, fine red wine, probably finger food. There's like these stuffed pastries with like fine filling and fruit in it, and it's kind of contrary to what most people think of when they think of immortals. The idea is that they're vampires and that they don't require food to eat, or they're not required to eat food, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. There's lots of people partaking in food.
We're just gonna get one of those stuffed pastries regardless.
Okay.
Hopefully it's like lemon filling. I love lemon filling.
I think Roland's just going to follow Alistair as well. And I'm assuming drinks are making the rounds as well. So I'll take a glass of whatever, as long as what drinks are being served. Is it like blood? Or are we talking like champagne or things like that?
You see tall glasses with a deep red liquid in them.
I'm going to grab a glass and I'm going to sniff it. Does it smell like wine or does it smell like blood?
It smells like wine.
I will sip from the glass.
It's blood. Gotcha. No, it's wine. It's wine.
Damn. Okay.
But prior to you guys walking in, you would have, or we can say maybe Johnny, you see this individual, maybe as you're hanging around the entrance. There is a young, dapperly dressed man who is scanning each party goer as they enter the building, nervously like tapping his foot and looking at his watch as if he was expecting someone.
My friends, there seems to be somebody at the door waiting for us.
Well, Johnny, you should go talk to him.
Very well. Yeah, I'll head over to the front door.
Yeah, so he like makes eye contact with you and then quickly like looks away, continuing to look at the door.
Pardon me, sir. You seem to be looking for someone. May I help you find someone?
Oh, I'm just waiting on my date, who I'm sure will arrive any moment now.
Sure she will.
He like, it sounds like you're going to walk away, so he like goes to grab your shoulder. I don't suppose you've seen her. Silver spiked hair, feisty eyes. She has a bad habit of twirling a dart in her hand. No?
John would take a look around, just a cursory glance around.
You can make a perception check. You do not see anyone with this information, no.
Sorry, my friend, I do not see her. Is there a name associated to her?
Yes, her name is Piper, so if you do find her, which isn't easy if she doesn't want to be found, but if you do see her, please mention Lazarus is waiting for her.
Lazarus is looking for his Piper. I'll let you know. And he would go back to the group, and he would relay the sad story of this poor young man.
Oh, no, I think he's getting stood up from his date, or by his date.
I think you're right.
Roland and Alistair, as you guys are sort of like hanging around the food table and talking, you will see at the edge of the room someone keeping to themselves. They're actually sitting and like a true introvert reading a book by themselves at this party.
Oh no.
No.
What book is it?
It seems to be a personal journal of some sort.
Oh no, this person's journaling at a masquerade, guys. I guess this is a person of interest, although Roland probably wouldn't really want to go and approach them because he's having a good time with the food and drink. I guess Roland walks up to this person. What do they look like?
So they're rather squirrely looking. They have these thin spectacles at the end of their nose that they're using to read, and these long, sort of dainty fingers that are flipping the pages. And he looks up from you, sort of like skittish almost. And you will see the most interesting thing about him are his cufflinks, which mimic the shape and appearance of the many lodestones found in the Undercity.
I guess Roland walks up and just goes, like cufflinks.
Oh, yes, they're shaped as like the lodestones in the Undercity, which are quite an interesting phenomenon, don't you agree?
I would, yeah. What are you doing here all alone in the middle of a party, writing in what seems to be a journal?
I don't normally come to these sorts of things, and, well, I don't go anywhere without my journal.
All the more reason to live in the moment, my friend. Come grab a drink.
He looks at the drinks and will follow you to the drinks and get one, yep.
Awesome. So if you're not normally, I'll ask, I guess, when we're drinking, if you don't normally leave and, go anywhere without your journal, what are you doing at a party?
Thought it would be nice to get out and socialize, but I'm not very good at doing that.
It's what the drinks are for, my friend. I'm not very good at this either. Well, I have a couple of friends you can meet, and we'll make this night something special. Come on. And I lead him towards the group.
I make a persuasion check, I guess.
You got it.
Gonna be funny.
Oh, Lord. That is a 22.
That was perception.
Damn it, my bad. Wrong one. That is a 9.
Yeah, so he like makes a concerned face. His pale face can't get any paler because he's, undead. That's okay. I just actually thought of something interesting I could write down. You enjoy yourself though, and he's going to go back to his little corner.
I guess before he walks away, I'll just gently touch him on the shoulders, like, "Oh, what'd you think about? What are you gonna go write?"
Oh my god.
I have no clue how to do this, guys. I'm trying.
You're doing the best you can. Well,
Something
are
be
we still
clear-
telepathically linked? Because if so, Cordy is listening in on this and it's like, oh my god, what a shit show.
Something he clearly said as an excuse to get away. He begins fumbling through his thoughts. The lodestones, I research them, so I write down what my hypotheses, and some people actually think that they're a naturally occurrence, but they seem too intentional in their placement to be naturally occurring.
Cool.
Oh god. Cordy is listening to all of this, and she's now that she and John have done with the poor Lazarus waiting for his piper, she just taps John on the shoulder and she's like, I think someone needs to go save Roland. I will go save him. And
yeah, I'm definitely shouting in my mind, like, guys, help me here. I'm not good at this.
She just glides over and is like, Roland, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Cordy, have you met? And I just kind of gestured to the person with the book and like, sorry, what was your name?
Sybil.
Sybil. Cordy, have you met Sybil?
Decibel.
What was it? Say it again.
Decibel.
Decibel.
Decibel. Love it, like the sound.
Like the sound.
And I just telepathically, help me here.
She's like, I'm working on it. Hi, I'm Cordelia. It's really nice to meet you. Roland is one of my friends, so.
The eyes immediately dart to the hammer at your side.
Oh, just don't pay any attention to that. It's just, it's for decoration.
John is laughing in your heads.
I just look at Decibel and I'm like, yeah, it's like your cufflinks. Like, it's just decorative. Part of the appearance.
Right. I mean, I could show it to you if you'd like to see it.
No, that's quite all right. This is getting a bit overwhelming for me. I think I've had my fill of this social engagement, and he will begin walking away.
All right. Well, it was really nice to meet you, Decibel. Love the cufflinks.
He pauses and turns around. You like my cufflinks?
I do. I think they're really nice. Lodestones, right?
His eyes brighten up. Yes, do you share an interest in these as well as I do?
Well, I mean, I'm interested in them. I have to admit, I don't really know a lot. I find them very fascinating, though.
How long would Cordy engage with this conversation? Because Decibel continues to start going into intricate knowledge of the lodestones.
She's got maybe like a good 10 minutes in her, and she keeps rolling at her side.
Damn it, I was about to try and escape.
So
No. She loops arms with Roland and makes him stay and listen.
So he goes on, and is just like an encyclopedia of knowledge for these stones. And it gets towards like that 10-minute mark where he's talking. He says, nearly 20 years back, a few of these lodestones miraculously disappeared without a trace. And for someone to have moved them well, they would have had to be incredibly gifted with magic.
Oh, wait, what do you mean they moved them? They 20 years ago, they disappeared?
Yes, and I'm sure you've seen how large these lodestones are, but for someone to have moved them or for them to have disappeared is highly, highly unlikely.
Well, do you have any idea where they might have gone or what might have happened to them?
That's the thing, no one knows. And he like leans in really close, like this is something he's very interested in.
She also leans in and is like smiling and is like, well, I mean, I feel like you're doing an awful lot of research about that. You know, I could give you like my number or something, and maybe you could call me sometime after this party. Unfortunately, you know, Roland and I got some work to do, but you could give me a call sometime and we could chat a little bit more about these lodestones.
I would very much like that, yes. And he will proceed to write your number in his journal.
All right, it was so nice to meet you, Decibel. I'll remember this for a while. I hope to hear from you. Yeah, I really can't wait to hear more about these missing lodestones, honestly.
Indeed, but I feel I've been here long enough. And he will give you a slight bow and leave.
Toodaloo. She watches him leave and then she looks over when he is out of earshot 100%. She looks over at Roland and like squeezes him and is like, Roland, what the hell? How did you find the nerdiest person in the world to talk to at this party?
They were the only person sitting down. I don't know, man. Like, I wanted to journal myself, and then this person I was already in the just seat.
You wanted to journal?
No, I didn't say that.
My God, you are a nerd.
I know Cordy gave him her number, but did you get his number?
I guess I'll have to ask James.
You did not. He wrote down your number, though.
She's slick, but she ain't that slick. Remember, Cordy's not that good either. You guys trying to hook me up with the undead guy that's into lodestones?
Oh no, not lodestone guy.
Yeah, really.
Roland thought Cordy knew what she was doing.
I'm glad that Roland was impressed. Like, yeah. Cordy did probably walk away and was like, oh shit, I didn't get his number. Damn it.
Just as you're like seeing him leave and maybe trying to chase after him, you will hear the orchestra come to a stop playing as the room begins to hush into murmurs before everything is silent.
Oh.
Everyone's attention is at the balcony of this large ballroom, which two twin staircases ascend up to. And standing on the balcony is Donovan, the head of the Grigori house, as well as his wife, who is currently holding a small infant. You see Donovan hold up his glass as the hall does the same. I would like to thank everyone for coming to celebrate the birth week of my daughter, Cassandra, who will no doubt continue this family's legacy of wealth and prosperity. But tonight, we have some unexpected but welcome guests to the Grigori Manor. At this point, the entire room will turn to look at the group of you.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
And you see them
Roland
smiling
is the
coyly under their masks. Although she could not be here in person, she sends her regards and her spiders. So I ask all of you to treat them well, as if they were part of the family. And with that, he will take a sip as the crowd does the same. The music will pick up once more as conversations begin around you guys. And you see Donovan begins strolling down one of the staircase, his eyes locked on the four of you.
Yep, we got marked for assassination. It's over.
Thank you for that bright outlook, Alistra. Love the enthusiasm.
Roland double checks the color of Cordy's dress and is dismayed that it's not red.
You guys probably have like a couple of, like maybe a minute before he gets to you guys, which people are parting ways for him to get to you guys.
Ned, don't say anything. Just don't say anything.
And don't be dumb either.
Can we get a survey of like the room? Like
Possible exits?
yeah, possible.
Survey says.
So looking around the room, no one is trying to bar your exit. I mean, you're free to run if you want, I guess.
I don't think we should
Well,
run.
not
He'll
yet.
notice. He'll know if we run. We're just gonna have to talk to him. Roland, isn't that what you're good at?
Did you see what I did with Decibel? Like,
Shit. She looks over at John. Well,
Ah, shit.
it's your time to shine. Oh wait, Alistair, you could.
Yes,
I mean, you can do it, right?
of course I can.
Of
I'm
course,
very
the rival
persuasive.
faction. The rival faction. Great idea.
Don't worry, John. If she dies, you're up next.
Yep, powered kill. Let's go.
I just tell the group I'm better at lying than I am at talking, so like, let me know if that's needed. But
Let me just say, Courtney reaches when she says to her dad, "Don't say anything. Don't say anything." She's gonna cast Death Ward on him.
Very nice. What does your death ward look like?
A little purple, like dragon, smoky. It's kind of like everything else because she's got the dragon mark, so it just kind of like swirls around him for a moment.
You touch him and bestow him this death ward, just as Donovan, who is the only one at this party not wearing a mask, you see his dazzling silver eyes, and he has this black slick back hair. He looks at you all, giving a slight nod. I am so pleased that you got my invitation. I trust Navras told you the manner of which we speak. I have what you're looking for. Safe. Hidden away.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Could we go see him, perhaps? If you would allow us such an opportunity.
Why the rush? You are at a party. Enjoy yourself. Not every day. And his eyes fall on you, Alestra. We get your company, Talamine.
Of course. I'm sorry my father could not join us, but I think that just one of my family would be enough. Already gotten some odd looks already.
It does not surprise me. And as he's talking to you guys, he's giving you all a very, very interesting look. Alistair, since you were the one speaking with him, could you give me an insight check?
Okay. 18.
As he's looking over each of you, he does so in a manner of someone looking at a collection of items almost appraisingly. You see him come to a decision, that being you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah, I want to be the sacrifice.
Decision for Alistair for what?
I mean, this is all like subtext.
Oh god.
Like he doesn't say like I pick you. He doesn't say that out loud.
Thank god.
Maybe I should have been Death Warded instead.
Well, you know.
No, I'll just uncanny dodge all the execution attempts.
My dear Donovan, you honor us with this glorious party in your invitation. I've not really had the opportunity to know much about you and your family. Would you mind giving me a tour of your estate?
Perhaps another time. In the meanwhile, Lady Palamine, would you honor me with a dance? And he will hold out his hand to you.
Okay, this might get me killed, but you know what? I will take his hand. But I want to like look back and just and like a wide-eyed, back me up here kind of look.
John would do his best to disguise what he's doing, but he's going to cast guidance and touch your shoulder and say, "Have a great dance."
Well, I'm gonna need it. My performance is low.
So, as if on cue, as soon as he offers your hand or his hand to you, you will see the center of the room begin to clear as the strings pick up their music. Do you go with him?
Yeah, I'm a bit. Just gonna watch out in case he tries to stab me.
As he guides you to the center of the floor, the crystals above will begin emanating a light down on the two of you as you dance there. And as you guys dance, he says quietly, "How is Navras doing these days? I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with her since the hunts."
Well, good as one such as her can be, she doesn't tend to share her life stories with someone like me.
No. But her alliance is something most favorable to me. I will tell you where Hugh is. But in exchange, how would you like to be a Grigori?
Mine, she's like, oh, hell no. Because she has her ring of mind shielding, he can't tell that she's like gross. Ah, man. I was like, this is all out of character because I'm trying to put this into a good action that won't get me killed instantly.
I will say, as you were dancing there, you will look up at the balcony where his wife Renata stands, sort of with this soft smile, is looking down at the infant she holds.
I can't leak this secret now. It'd be worthless.
Well, he's the only one that can hear you right now.
Oh. Okay. Oh, dang it. This is so difficult. Because if this doesn't work, I wasted it, and then he just won't care and he'll kill me. You know what? I'm actually going to do it.
So you guys
So as
are
they do-
dancing there. As he says, become a part of the family, Grigori, you will see a sheen flash over his silver eyes.
So as he listen, I'll lean up close to his ear and whisper, "How about you tell me where Hugh is now, and I won't tell everyone that your child isn't yours." And I'll lean back.
He ceases all movement. The strings continue for a moment before he holds up his hand,
Oh shit.
leans down, and whispers, "We would like that to remain a secret. You would do well to keep it."
Tell me where he is.
We have him safe in a warehouse. I will have one of my thralls guide you there.
I'm going to inside him right now.
You may.
All right. Since this is against the lie, lowest I can get is a 20. That's a 30.
There is pure rage behind his eyes, but he knows that if you know, then so does Salazar.
We better not go after my dad.
He is not lying to you, but there is a rage that he cannot unleash right now.
So I can glean that he's thinking about getting my dad, like shot in the street.
No, your dad is pretty untouchable in Talamine territory.
Excellent.
He continues, I will have one of my thralls guide you there. Leave. Do not come back here.
So after the big final twirl of the dance, she will put a closed fist up to her chest. She'll bow to Mr. Grigori. And she's gonna hustle on out of there right quick.
He breaks the dance with you and in a huff sort of looks around the room, sort of worried that someone might have heard, and will retreat back up the stairs. Standing alongside his wife, he will force a smile and gesture for the music to continue as murmurs ensue throughout the hall as you rejoin your companions.
All right, good party, but we gotta go. Right now. Come on.
What? You were just dancing.
Yeah, well, we gotta go. I know
Why
where
do
he
we-
is. I know where he is. Let's go.
That's concerning.
We will talk outside.
All right. Cordy's gonna keep dragging Roland though.
I don't know if
Outside,
you're
then.
dragging me or if I'm dragging you, because Roland is ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
The waiting outside for you is the same thrall that escorted you here via the carriage. They are currently waiting at the door of the carriage to let you guys back in.
I'll walk right up to this dude. Do you know where to take us, good sir?
He gives a slow nod.
Ah, perfect. Can I insight a thrall?
You can.
I just want to make sure we're not getting tricked here. 24.
Their face is masked,
Mhm.
but nothing gives you the impression that they are going to lead you to an alley and stab you in the back.
Great. Well, we have a lead, so we gotta take it.
So you guys pile into
Pile
the
in.
carriage, and with another crack of the whip, the carriage driver will take you to wherever Hugh is.
So are you gonna tell us what happened, or
You know that kid he was holding? That's not his daughter. She's adopted.
all right? There's nothing wrong with that.
He's an illegitimate heir.
Interesting.
Oh man. All right, this is too much for me. I don't think being adopted is ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's a big deal now.
Well, apparently for y'all down here, it's a really big deal. But also, Roland is going around pretending that he's what, Quincy, something like that.
Quinn.
Quincy, Quinn, whatever. So, I don't really feel like the y'all's families are keeping really good tabs on who's doing what all the time.
They're really not.
No.
But they could introduce a power struggle if that's to become known.
I guess.
That would kick him all the way down to get the ladder, you know?
Sounds like it's something that you're planning on doing anyway.
Put up your hands.
Hmm.
And we know where he is now.
That we do. Let's get him. Sure, this isn't some sort of trap.
I checked him out. He was not lying about where he was, but he was really angry, which didn't make sense.
Did he say that he would give you to us?
He just told us. He told me where the warehouse was that he was in.
So let me get this straight. You angered this man, this very powerful man. He said that Hugh was in a warehouse safe and that he would take us there, but he didn't say anything about releasing him into our care.
Well, all we need to know is where he is, and then we can just take him.
Oh no, I think we're gonna get killed at a warehouse. That's kind of what it sounds like to me.
Now that you mentioned this, he didn't mention anything else about us about leaving with Hugh.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh my god.
I think it's coming around the corner.
I don't think that there's gonna be a bridge to cross. Alistra, I think that there's not gonna be a bridge. I think we're gonna die at the warehouse. Ah, damn it. This is not how I wanted this day to go. Ugh.
Cordy, surely you have a way to, I don't know, outbrawl the driver?
Sure, yeah. Cordy just like rolls her eyes. Fine. I don't know. Out undead the undead. Yeah. When we stop, I'll try something.
I could always have my quasit scope out the area before we go in.
Yeah, send him. What's your closet's name?
Quasi.
Quasi the third.
Quasimodo.
He's always been more of like, they never last that long, okay? Anyway. Yeah, so I can have my quasi who's just been invisible this whole time. He can transform, let's see, into either a bat, I think it's a bat, a centipede, or a toad.
Can you turn into a bat? She's looking at, have you made the closet uninvisible?
Sure, we'll stick because we're in the back of the carriage. It appears on my shoulder.
Oh my gosh. Look at, first of all, I feel like you 100% look like a Laszlo to me.
Oh, Laszlo.
Yeah, I think so.
Sure, and I just look at it like, do you like Laszlo? And he just nods. All right, Laszlo. Better than Quasi the third. But I can have Laszlo here. Depending on the warehouse when we arrive, we can have him as a centipede to go in and check out the place. And I can perceive everything he's seeing, hearing, and sensing and relay it back to us as a group.
Sounds like a good idea. Make him a bat. That's funny.
Sure. So I guess we'll go bat. Laszlo transforms into a bat. He's sitting there on my shoulder. Does this thing have windows? Can I manual window that down, roll it down a little bit for him to fly out?
The windows don't roll down, but the door does open. You're not locked in here.
Okay, I'll once I know that we're getting a little bit closer, maybe we're slowing down, I'll crack the door open a little bit for him to fly out and scope out the place.
Do you have any banana to feed our little bat friend?
No, he normally just catches his own food.
I want to tell you that this is 100% a What We Do in the Shadows reference. I 100% named him Laszlo after Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows.
Is that show even good? I haven't seen
it. Oh my god, it's the best show. 100%. That's why I wanted him to be a bat. It's such a good show.
But yeah, Laszlo flies out and he starts scoping out the warehouse whenever we get close.
So the carriage does come to a stop. The carriage driver dismounts and opens the door for you guys, giving you guys a very low bow. Do you guys leave?
I look at the driver and I'm like, Are you like a zombie or something?
Does not respond.
All right. Cordy like unclips her warhammer from. Oh, she's gonna hit him.
Okay. No resistance. You hit him, and you feel like bone and it's
Bone.
surprisingly still blood. You instantly kill him, and he falls to the ground dead.
All right. Okay. Back up. You think we got a minute? She cracks her knuckles. She clips her warhammer back on her belt. She's like, "Give me 1 minute." Grabs a drop of blood, a piece of flesh, and a pinch of bone dust, and she's
Hell yeah.
gonna animate dead on this.
You have one skeleton. Good job.
Hey, it's one more than I had before. Well, look at that. Y'all made me waste a spell slot for this.
Might come handy. You never know.
Hey. Now, Skelly. Maybe I should just call you Dusty. Kind of look like a Dusty to me, don't you? All right. Now that you've picked yourself back up, I want you to go into that warehouse and let me know if they're gonna kill us. All right. So just act like everything was normal before I killed you. Well, I didn't kill you before I just collapsed you and brought you back to me. Okay?
Nods. But you guys have not arrived at the warehouse yet. You
Oop.
guys seem to be in an abandoned part of the Undercity. There's lots of sort of concrete buildings in this area, but not a lot of actually no people at all.
Uh-oh.
We should have asked Dusty where to go first.
Dusty, did you take us to the right place?
It is now a skeleton. It cannot talk.
Oh, no. I mean, he could shake his head.
Well, it doesn't have any of the memories of...
Ah, damn it.
Can I just perceive through Laszlo's eyes the surrounding areas to see if we can gauge where we need to go?
That would be incredibly difficult. Just because all of the buildings here look very identical to each other.
Well,
it would take a long time to try and do that.
I feel like he can't sense any movements or anything like that, as bats can.
Well, he does have a range of blind sight, which is only like 15 feet.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, God, we're so dumb. Why did we do...
I guess forward is the way.
Is he parked outside of a warehouse? Like, is that where we parked?
No, he brought you to basically the beginning of this abandoned portion of the town or the city.
Do we get in the right carriage? Like,
anyone have sending? Oh, huh?
Cody, my dear, number one, yes, I have sending, but
Okay.
do you still have that little trick that you can do with the necklace?
Oh yeah, locate object. Yeah, of course I do. I will locate object on the. God, I hope it's here. The the necklace, the one that we're looking for. The. Oh my God, what's it called?
Added of proof against detection or some such.
Right, not the no finding necklace, which is what I was about to call it. Yeah, I will use my finder's magic to cast locate object.
As you cast your spell, you will sense the direction of a nearby necklace of similar type.
There she blows. Cordy will point everybody in the right direction. Let's keep the move on.
Wise idea.
Cordy will
As you
lead the
follow
way.
the direction, you will see a somewhat or a relatively unassuming building. Same sort of boxy square shape. It's got windows that look to be maybe part of a second story portion of the building, but none on the lower story. At the front, the door is open.
Can I have Laszlo fly in?
You sure can.
Yeah, I want to have him fly in and look around the area, and I'll perceive through his senses to figure out what's in there.
As Laszlo flies inside, there's a number of crates and boxes stored in here, though they are either closed or empty. And at the center of the warehouse are two bodies, currently covered with a tarp and on the floor, resting in a pool of blood.
I'll relay that to the group and just say, Cordy, it looks like you got 2 more skeletons coming up.
Great. Wait a minute. Are they the ones that we need?
They used to be, maybe.
Well, I mean, we can't bring him back. I can't be like, hey, Navras, here's Hugh, but now he's one of my skeletons. That was not the assignment.
Oh, don't worry, I've got that covered.
I can always speak with dead if we need to.
I just wish he'd stay dead. Somehow I have a feeling he's not gonna. Well, because we were supposed to bring him back alive. That's probably why. All right. Well, if it doesn't look too dangerous, let's go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. John would probably walk in the door first.
Walking inside, you see the two bodies at the center of the warehouse. Everything seems quiet, and no one is here to meet you. But Cordy, as you maybe stand outside with your casting of the spell, you will see it lead directly to the center where the two bodies rest.
Before John would approach the bodies, he would want to take a look around to make sure that there's no obvious traps.
Sure. Just at the entrance?
From the entrance over towards the bodies, he thinks this is a trap, so he's going to be extra cautious about checking for any kind of wires, checking for any kind of springs or anyone that might be hidden that might want to do them harm.
Just look between you and the bodies.
Okay.
No, looking just between you and the bodies where they are.
I mean, primarily between us, but he'd also look around the warehouse as far as he could see.
With a cursory glance, you don't notice anything in particular. Unless you are, doing a perimeter sweep around the warehouse itself.
John would probably do a sweep to make sure that there's no one there.
So you begin walking around, your footsteps echoing through the building.
Is anybody else coming inside, or is this just John?
No, Cordy will go in. She's not going to leave him to go by himself.
I'll follow Cordy.
So you both come inside. Do you let John make his round?
I think Cordy would want to follow closely behind.
I'd let them go make their rounds, but I want to get a closer look at the bodies to see if I can identify them.
You guys are walking around. What is Alistair doing?
He's walking in there because what if he's using that spell to fake being dead? What is that called?
Feign death?
Feign
Yes.
death.
Do you think that he's gonna sit up when we get close and just bomb us?
Well, there's only one way to figure out.
Have you detected magic yet?
No, I have not.
I think we should do that.
Yeah, if I can. As I approach, I think detecting magic would be a really good idea. So I think I'd like to do that.
Okay, so quick question for Cordy and John.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys sticking to the very outskirts of the room as you're looking around?
John is trying to get the best angle he can on anyone who might be trying to sneak up on the party and or ambush them with the obvious bait of bodies in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, I think between the two of them, they're trying to just kind of get all of it, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like, probably, the perimeter, but also as kind of in the interior as well, as much as we can without being in the center, since that's going to be where Roland
So
is.
it does sound like you guys are sticking to the very edges of the room.
Yes.
I think so.
There are these wooden ladders that lead up to these wooden platforms that are basically level with the windows on the effectively second story, but this building actually has no second story to it. Are you guys walking up there, or are you sticking to the lower level?
John would go upstairs to the second level.
You want me to come with you?
I think you should stay on the ground. Split up and cover more ground.
I hate splitting up, but all right.
And Alistair, were you going with Roland, or were you hanging back towards the entrance?
I would have stayed back so I can get like a view of the whole room. Bows out, of course, just in case.
Roland, as you get closer to these bodies, your detect magic will ping directly to the left and the right of the bodies, sort of covering the walkways on either side, is a magical spell of some kind.
The walkways directly to the left and right of the bodies.
Mm-hmm. What information do you get with detect magic?
With detect magic, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet around you. If you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic.
So the object, quote unquote, emitting the magic is the floor, and it is of type abjuration. I'll go ahead and move you guys over to the map. Let's just say Thomas would have been with Alistair.
Wow, that's a lot of boxes.
Yeah, it is a lot of boxes.
Anybody got a mage hand to poke this dude?
Oh, wait, we could send the skeleton.
James, I have a quick question for you. When you say I'm seeing that there's magic on the walkways to the left and right, are you meaning like the okay. So it's like all of that, the whole path?
It's the whole path.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna relay it to the group. They're like, hey, don't step there.
Roland, just tell me where to tell the skeleton to go.
Do we want him to trigger it or not to trigger it?
I don't care.
It's your skeleton. You killed him and brought him back.
I could bring him back again.
I mean, it's abjuration. He'll probably get like banished or something.
Well, that'll be fine. It'll be better him than us. Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, that's true. Yeah, I'll just point out, I'll tell her where, to the walkways directly left and to the right on the openings of the bodies.
Okay, so the skeleton begins walking, shambling forward.
Rip.
Are they gonna go to the left or right?
Before they do that, should they like check out the bodies or like poke them or something?
Oh, yeah, it's probably a good idea.
If they're beneath the tarp, we should probably remove the tarp.
Yeah, let's take off the tarp.
The skeleton walks forward, its bony feet plodding in the pool of blood. Removing the tarp will reveal two thralls, both dead, on the floor.
Damn it.
Each of them wearing the amulet that you were looking for.
Well, you know what we were tracking.
At this point, I need everyone to select their tokens and roll for initiative, please.
Lord have mercy.
Let's ride.
I'm so far away. Oh my god. Cordy, get your life together. But wait, there's more. Oh, nat 20. There we go.
Oh,
Thanks, Sentinel Shield.
Hey, the Quasit got a 20, and that's 20 as well.
Laszlo, look at
Laszlo.
you.
Speedy.
And then I will also roll for Thomas.
where's our boy?
So this is a surprise round.
Who's surprised, us or them?
You guys.
Fuck.
Boy.
Just to make sure, what is everyone's passive perception? This is going to be considering disadvantage.
Passive perception's 14.
22.
Passive perception is 15.
Passive perception is 19.
So you are all still surprised.
What? Okay.
What did you say your passive perception was one more time, Alistair?
22.
Is that with disadvantage?
Well, how do you have disadvantage on passive perception?
It subtracts 5.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
In that case, 10.
Yeah,
that
9.
is 17.
14.
And this is passive perception based on hearing. So, Roland, your closet makes this like screeching sound as if it feels threatened.
Laszlo!
As something from over here shifts directly to your right, Roland.
Directly to my right at the other side of the warehouse.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is the end of the closet's turn. Cordy, you are no longer surprised, but you also hear something from over there.
Uh-oh.
Alistair, you are no longer surprised. Additionally, you hear something from over here. Johnny, what's your dex bonus?
My dex bonus? It's a +2.
Okay, so she does go first.
Shit.
Roland, you are going to get an attack on you.
No, Roland.
You are surprised,
Okay.
and as such, this is an automatic critical hit if it hits you.
Okay.
What is your armor class?
15.
First dart attack is only an
Misses.
11.
Nope.
Oh, thank fuck.
Second dart attack is a 22.
Oh no, baby.
That'll do it.
Okay, so this is a critical hit on you. You take 18 plus 2, so 20.
Okay.
And then I have to roll their sneak attack twice.
Oh lord.
No, I feel like this guy got stood up by his girlfriend who was waiting at the fucking warehouse.
That's what
Take
girlfriend?
41 damage.
You take
Oh,
41
Lord.
damage.
Healing alert. Healing alert.
This dart comes whizzing through the darkness, hitting your neck. A gout of blood like pours out over your nice outfit. As she vanishes back into the darkness, she will say, "It's not every day a spider gets caught in a web, is it?"
Oh.
Oh,
And she will make her stealth check as she hides as a bonus action.
She's a rogue like me. Oh, wow.
Damn. And just pull my hand away from my neck and it's like soaked in blood. Like, what kind of darts are these?
It's a
Is she
radiant.
upstairs or downstairs?
You don't know.
Great.
Johnny, you are no longer surprised. Thomas is no longer surprised. Roland is no longer surprised.
I would think not.
It is the closet's turn. What would you like the closet to do?
Oh, gosh. Well, they hid, so I don't even know if Laszlo could even find them.
Mm-hmm.
Do anything. Can I have Laszlo fly to kind of like around the last known location and prepare his action to attack if they appear again?
Sure, yeah.
And that's the Quasit's turn.
Cordy.
All right. I don't like this. I hate this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dash, which I hate to do. I am gonna go all 60 feet to get to Roland. I can, as a bonus action, give him one of my healing potions, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I will give him one of my greater healing potions.
Oh,
Don't say I never did anything for you.
first decibel, and now this. I mean, I owe you one.
You owe me a little more than one.
Roll HP for that.
I will take the 16. Thank you so much.
Is that the end of Cordy's turn, or do you want her to say anything?
She's gonna look at Roland and just be like, "You need to move, like away from where anyone can hit. Go hide behind some boxes or something."
I was already hidden.
I mean, not well enough. Clearly.
Clearly.
I wish I could move back, but I can't. I don't have any more movement.
All
All
right.
right. That's it.
Alistra, that is your turn.
Okay, so we are going to do a little bonus action dash. And then as my action, I'm going to do a perception check to try to root out this woman.
Please do so at disadvantage.
Oh boy. 23. Did you get like above 30 on her stealth checks?
She got a 29.
Awesome. Okay, and that's what I can do.
You look around the room, and the room is eerily quiet, aside from Roland gasping for breath as he recovers from his wound. I mean, it worked so well the first time. Your AC is what, Roland?
No.
Come
No,
on.
I'm right there.
It's a 15.
15.
Oh,
Okay. First attack.
Would I be surprised again, or do I get a reaction?
Is this someone you have to be able to see?
When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction. It doesn't say anything about having to see them. It's
Okay,
just
you
I can
can-
magically ward myself.
You can impose disadvantage on this attack if you would like that.
I have one question before I do.
Sure.
If I use an attack that requires, instead of like an attack roll, but they have to succeed a saving throw, what does advantage? What does me getting advantage on that do? Does that add 5, or does that do anything at all?
Doesn't do anything for saving throws.
Well, yeah, I might as well, because she matched me up the first time. So I'm gonna impose disadvantage.
Okay. So she will attack normally this time, because she is attacking from hiding.
And as soon as she appears, my Quasit was holding his action.
The dart this time comes from directly across the room beyond where the bodies are.
oh my
What?
God.
Is it a different person?
Is Eldritch
You're
Knight?
not sure. So first dart attack at normal. Your AC is 15.
Yes. Oh god.
Gets a 23.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
That would have even hit me. Damn.
You take a lot of damage that time.
Good night.
37 damage.
Yeah, good night. That's what you're
Do I
about to
see
fucking
her?
say.
Is she up here?
Let me see where you can see from real fast.
Do I see her?
I'll get to that. Alistair, no, you do not.
If you
40,
didn't
no,
give me that
you do
potion,
not.
40, I'd be at 1 HP right now. Thank you.
But you will see something very interesting, Cordy. You
Uh-huh.
watch as a glint of the metal dart appears from nowhere, as if no one were standing there, soars across the room and hits Roland square in the chest.
I don't like this at all.
She will take her second attack.
Oh, come on, just a sec. Oh, God, guys.
You're
This one is at advantage because
This
you can
one
only
is-
entropic ward the first attack, correct?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm gonna
26.
bring you back.
Lord, man.
Dealing you another 18 damage.
I'm down.
And she will attempt to hide once again. This time only with a 20.
Weak.
And that is the end of her turn. Johnny, it is your turn.
Johnny, roll down.
You watch Roland hit the floor like a sack of potatoes.
Jesus Christ. Actually, I can't see him, but I'm going to assume there's a big commotion over there.
Roland makes a sound when he goes down, right?
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Probably not the first.
What was in those drinks?
Jesus. Alright, so let me take half my movement and go here so I can see him. Cool. I'm going to healing word. So I'm going to do a 4th level healing word. Alright, so you get 9, 16 plus 2 is 18 plus 4 is 22 health back.
There you are, Roland.
I just look at you both and I'm like, Navras raised you right. Oh, sorry, Tom. Like,
Oh God.
Don't say that in front.
See, and I cannot do 2 leveled spells in one turn, so I would have to use a cantrip. I would have to try and find one of these assholes, but I don't think I can see them. Can I make a perception check to find them?
Please do, and do so at disadvantage.
15.
You do not see nor hear them.
Dang. All right. Oh. Is there like any kind of debris on the ground?
No. This place is fairly clean. It looks like not many people come here.
Okay.
But for a good reason.
I will give you this though, just because you were looking for traps earlier. Could you please make an investigation check?
At advantage or disadvantage or normal?
This one would be at disadvantage just because of how far away you are.
All right. Oh, 21.
Let me see how she did on her sleight of hand for setting the trap.
You just got bear trapped.
This is at normal. You see between these two pillars, nearest, like between you and Cordy, there is a thin silver cord.
Okay.
About leg, knee height between these two pillars.
All right. I would definitely call out that there's a trap in this corridor.
Is that the end of your turn?
Unfortunately, yes.
Thomas will look at you, Cordy. What are we dealing with here?
Well, there's somebody throwing darts from out of nowhere, almost killing Roland, and Johnny said that there's a trap, and she'll point out where it is.
Did they reveal themselves?
No, we couldn't see anything.
The moment you say that, he clutches his amulet, closes his eyes, reopens them as a searing white light will emit from his eyes, casting see invisibility.
Oh, of course the sucker's invisible. Oh! Boo. Come on, fight.
Where did you last see them?
I saw the glint right ahead of us. She points.
He will move forward next to you, Roland, kind of looking around the room, and point right here.
Okay.
But that's the end of his turn. Roland, it is your turn.
All right, first order of business, I am using my bonus action to down a potion of healing.
Okay.
It's just a regular potion of healing, but I'll take every little bit that I can get. So that's 2d4 plus 4. That I get 11 health back.
All right.
So now that I've done that, when they attack, they pop out of invisibility, right?
They do not.
Oh, they don't.
They have the big invisibility.
Well,
The big one.
Okay.
And you have superior dark vision too. You can see like this whole room. You saw the dart appear out of thin air.
Okay, cool. That sucks.
He's always good then.
What's the lighting situation in here? Like, is it dimly lit? Is it bright?
Darkness. Like everything is pitch black. You are relying on your dark vision right now to see.
Okay. Here's the thing. Do I want to try and Eldritch Blast them, or do I want to... Would Fairy Fire, would that reveal them?
It certainly would, if they were benefiting from being invisible.
That would be great.
Okay. So I'm going to move so I get at least part cover from whatever's shooting me from the right. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire in that general area, and it's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, you can definitely encapsulate them in that. What is your saving throw DC?
It's a 16 for the saving throw.
They get an 18. What does it look like as you cast your Fairy Fire?
I'd imagine it kind of looks like this powdery glowing substance just kind of like appears and starts slowly drifting down, highlighting everything in the area. But I guess because they got the DC, then it doesn't. It just kind of like brushes off them, and you don't see the empty space on the ground.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that's it for me.
All right. What is your closet doing?
It is chilling right in that area, holding its action to attack whatever shot me first. It's just waiting.
All right. Cordy, your turn.
Ooh, all right. Well, I am gonna cast one of the things that I always have prepared as a cleric, which is Guiding Bolt.
All right.
I'm gonna fire it exactly where my dad told me to fire it. Please. Please work. Oh, God, the 12.
The 12 misses as your guiding bolt sears across the room. Its light, as it passes by the target, illuminating them ever so slightly for the briefest of moments before
I'm so
the spell
angry.
shatters against the floor as they dodge.
Ooh, that is so annoying. I should not have used a leveled spell. I'm mad at myself. Well, then I all right. Fine. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna tell my skeleton, all right, mentally, move to where I shot my guiding bolt and hit the person that is there.
Okay.
And that is, my skeleton has enough movement, and they are gonna go, and they are gonna, do the whacking.
Before it does that, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Wow, so long. I guess that's just a dex. It doesn't have saving throws, so just a dex, just straight dex.
Okay, a 5.
That's a 5.
As it gets there, a thin silvery cord will ensnare it and hoist it up to the ceiling.
Cordy looks offended.
I've had enough.
You are a coward. You're an absolute coward. Show yourself. Well, take the skeleton off the map. Well, I guess we could shoot him free.
I mean, it's still alive, but it's just dangling there, restrained in the snare spell.
Oh my God. Cordy just puts her hands on her hips and she's like, "You are a weak person." I hate you. And then that's her turn.
All right, Alistra, what'd you like to
Dumb.
do?
Okay, well, my vision does not extend that far. But with the knowledge that they're all shooting in that same area, and I can't get double disadvantage, can I just shoot at disadvantage?
You may attempt a shot. You're not going to get double disadvantage. However, there's something unfortunate. The pillar right here is giving them 3/4 cover from your shot right now.
There's something worse.
Wait a minute. Which pillar?
This one.
Can I retcon me going that far and like step back a little bit? So
You still have movement, don't you?
Well, I moved 30 feet.
Um,
Bonus action dash. You're right.
Yeah, you can just bonus action dash.
So I'll keep going then. I hope that I can
You can get a
around
clear
that stupid
shot.
pillar.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll fire at disadvantage because I hate invisibility.
Uh-huh.
Lord have mercy.
Oh.
Nope.
The 14 misses.
Okay, and that's it. Get out here, stupid. I hate you.
I just want to say it's been a real pleasure knowing y'all.
You're not gonna die. You're fine. I'm right there. If you die, I'll pick you back up again.
So to respond to you, Cordy, she said, "If you don't like the player, don't play the game.
I'm a fucking
Hugh's talking
killer.
all about you."
I've had enough.
Oh no. Oh, and there ain't anything to tell about me from anybody, so I don't know who you're talking about, but you and I are about to rumble, and you ain't gonna like the results.
Cordy, as you are speaking, there is a point where your mouth stops making sound.
Oh my god.
That's better, isn't it? But Cordy, you can't hear that because you are deafened right now. But John and Alistra, you both hear Cordy ranting and then just become silent.
Hate invisibility.
And that'll be... she's gonna do a
What
stealth check again.
What did she cast?
She cast silence on you.
Bro.
And unfortunately, Thomas was not in range because counterspell is 60 feet and the silent spell is 120 foot radius. Or no, 120 foot feet range.
Okay, would counterspelling that be advantageous, or is it just we can't hear?
You can't cast spells that require a verbal component.
Okay, I'll cast counterspell to that then.
You have to be able to see the target to counterspell them.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to move anyway, so I will be unsilenced shortly.
Okay. She's gonna make her stealth check.
She fucking better. I can't talk, but I can sure as shit hit something with my warhammer. I'm gonna actively look for this bitch. I'm gonna find her. She's not gonna be alive.
Locate that hoe.
I can't locate her because I don't know anything about her.
Okay, Johnny, that is your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna come down off of this platform and try and join the rest of the party. So I believe that's about 30 feet. All right, I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. It's a 3rd level spell, and I can target any number of creatures within range, and the range is 30. Oh, nope, I'm going to get closer to them before I do that, so I can get more people. So I'm in fact going to use a double move.
Wait, before he does that, can I telepathically remind him that there is a spell on the floor right where he's going?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, because that's not... Like, hey, Johnny, there's a spell that might banish you right where you were going.
Well, in that case, he'd stop short. And he would... I guess Johnny's going to... Can he move half speed to avoid any traps?
You would have to make an investigation check as an action to spot this.
I will do that.
Okay.
That's 10.
You are looking on the ground, looking for any sign of the silvery thread that you see keeping the skeleton restrained, though you see none.
Of course. Spiritual weapon time.
Oh, let me grab your pixel spider. Thomas. Oh, is that the end of your turn?
Yep. Nothing else I can do there.
Thomas is going to move out, kind of look back at you, Cordy, who is Cordy continuing on her like tirade right now?
Yeah, probably.
Just silent.
Yeah, she's very angry. She's saying a lot of things that she probably couldn't say.
Okay. Thomas will like hold up his hand. You feel like the air begin to be disturbed around you as he closes his fist, casting Dispel Magic. The air will back, and we hear Cordy continuing her tirade.
And another thing is, oh, all right, okay, I'm gonna kill her.
But that's his action. He will look around, though he does not see her. Roland, your turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to use another potion of healing right quick as a bonus action. And then afterwards, I'm going to become one with shadows, essentially becoming invisible.
All right, very nice.
So I get 12 health back as well.
Okay, so you become invisible. Does your closet do anything, or is it still just chilling there?
It is waiting because I don't know if there's another person, but I got shot here the first time, so it's keeping watch.
Okay. Cordy, it is your turn.
All right. I look over to my dad and I'm like, you don't see her at all?
No, I don't.
All right, come out wherever you are, you little weak bitch.
Ooh.
Hiding in the shadows. I'm going to step forward. I'm gonna go one by one. Come on. I know you're out here. I don't care about these thralls. Well, are they dead?
Oh, yes.
But
you do realize something.
What?
They're wearing the amulets Hugh had.
I snatched them off.
Free object interaction, that's fine.
Yeah. I look over to Johnny.
The more interesting bit about this is now Hugh is vulnerable to scrying magic.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I look over to Johnny, and through the telepathic bond, I'm like, you can scry on Hugh now, so whatever you're doing, you should probably do that instead. She holds up the like amulets, pockets them.
Yep.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee.
Well, we have what we came for, so.
Thank you for getting...
Wait, did you know what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting my 40 minutes. I can't believe you did it.
Did you, please? I don't want to address that.
The Mr. Poopy Puddle.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians because I'm gonna keep myself protected. And if this person, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna do that. I want to, instead of that. Sorry it took me so long to make this decision. I want to see if I can find this person. I will take the action. That is fine.
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
11.
You do not see or hear her.
All right.
Is that the end of your turn?
No, I'm gonna step over this through. No. I'm gonna stay right here on top of it.
All right.
That's my turn.
Alistra, it is your turn.
Okay, so she bounced. I have no idea where she went. Okay. But we do have that. So, you know what? I will waste my action at first. Because of my steady eye feature, I get advantage on perception and intelligence investigation checks if I use no more than half my speed in the same turn. So it would be a base roll to try to find this dude. So this lady. So there's a
Oh no,
14 find her.
it does not.
Might have
Oh
had enough.
man. All right, so that is your bonus action because you can do that as a rogue, right? As an inquisitive rogue.
No, that's just for my insightful fighting feature. Oh, I guess bonus action to make a particular object or
Yes.
make it. Oh.
That is what
Okay.
I assumed that was. I believe you still have to see the creature to do your insightful fighting on them, though.
Yes, I do.
But you can use your bonus action to make that perception check, which you do not see anyone.
Then can I take an action? Do it again.
Yes, you can.
Please. I'm plus 12. I swear, if she left and this is all for nothing.
Oh
now
my
we're
god!
Bro, I don't think she
No.
laughed, but
No.
like that is incredibly unfortunate.
You
Please,
roll a
please.
nat 1. You're like,
I'm-
guys, I think she left.
Oh,
Fuck me.
my-
No, you know
No.
she's still here. You just failed miserably. Listen, it's not a good situation. It's not Alistair's fault.
I'm so.
You're right. It's Jason's fault.
It's my fault, guys.
Please
I'm
help
sorry,
me
James.
tell-
That was
okay.
mean.
That's all I got. End of my turn.
All right, Johnny, you hear from your left. Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout, and she throws a dart at you.
Or she does.
At advantage,
Yeah.
using sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
26.
That is.
No.
Ay.
You take 30 damage.
30?
30 damage.
All right.
And she'll make her second dart attack on you. Sharpshooter as well. Still at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Only a 20.
20 is my AC.
Only a 20.
Oh.
Oh
She
my
doesn't get her
God.
sneak attack this time, but you do take another 17 damage.
Jesus Christ.
I'm only at 36. It's okay, guys.
I don't like this.
If we can just get
And
that.
She will attempt to hide once more.
Please get in that one.
I hope you fail.
Still at advantage.
I
Please
hope
get
you
in that
double
one.
that one.
28.
Oh, fuck me.
No, my.
Johnny, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to guiding bolt in the direction that I was attacked from.
Please.
And that's disadvantage, isn't it?
It is a disadvantage. Are you upcasting this or no?
That's next. No. It's just going to be straight.
Okay, so you send your Eldritch Blast, I'm guessing, directly above you.
To wherever the voice was coming from, I was going to shoot that direction, yeah. All right. But yeah, 17 to hit.
Your Eldritch Blast screeches across the room, impacting the wall, hitting nothing.
Okay. It was a guiding bolt, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wish it was an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. In that case, how far can I move my
20 feet.
20 feet? Well, it's better than nothing. All right. You know what? You're coming over here.
Is that the end of your turn?
All right. I'm going to try to get out of line of sight, or at least to be obscured behind these ladders.
Can hide like you can walk underneath these wooden, basically platforms. They're held up by like stilts,
Mm-hmm.
so you're able to walk under these as well.
If you'll give me better cover, then yes, I will take cover underneath here.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Where do you guys want him to move?
Onto his trap.
Onto a trap?
No.
Oh, sorry, no, not the dad. I was thinking the enemy.
He will begin heading up north. Is that good with you guys?
Yes, but I want him to be careful. careful.
He will get here before looking down this corridor. His eyes widen as he clutches his amulet and holds his hand out as chains begin wrapping around something over here. As he attempts a banishment on the invisible person.
Please. How charismatic is this person?
We're about to find out.
Please don't get in that 20. Please.
Don't put
this
this.
this is tragic. Oh.
Yes, get out of here, stupid.
So the chains, you guys hear them dragging along the concrete floor as you hear, oh, we've got some tricks that, oh! And she is banished and pops out of existence.
Oh, God.
He looks at everyone and he's like, I have her right here. Everyone, surround her.
All right, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming.
That is the end of his turn. Roland, your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. So I know he cast Dispel Magic, but was that just on Cordy, or can I?
He cast Dispel Magic on the Silence, which is an area of effect.
Okay, cool. Question for the group: are we wanting to take this person alive?
No.
No, we're finishing the job.
No, she's
Okay.
dying.
Well, I'm just gonna move and get ready, and after next turn, I'll be in range to cast a blight on them.
You still have to be able to see them to do that, though.
Well, I'll figure that out.
I'm just throwing this out there. Cordelia is going to fucking murder this woman.
Who's got fairy fire?
I
Roland
can't do
does.
Fairy Fire again.
You can't?
No, I only get it once per short rest.
I don't have fairy fire.
Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so I have ball bearings. I can spill them all over the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
Wherever she's gonna pop back into it.
We'll do this turn by turn until
Yeah.
you guys tell him to either drop the banishment or the banishment ends.
I just moved closer. That's my whole 30 feet. That's all I'm doing this turn.
Okay. Is your closet just chilling?
Closet is coming over as well. That's it for the closet. Yeah.
All right, Cordy, you're up.
All right. I will literally dash, use all of my movement to be directly in front of her when she comes back. In fact, perhaps stupidly, I'm going to drop my shield and go two-hand with the Warhammer.
You run that direction, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good. Fuck!
DC
4.
15. You hit a tripwire as a grenade goes off in one of the boxes right next to you, and you take 16 damage.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't even care. It was like somebody sneezed on me. I don't give a shit. I will -2 from my AC right now since I'm dropping the shield.
All right, Alistra.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this woman.
Okay, let me get a little closer, just in case.
You do have to go around the boxes.
We'll do a little funky bonus dash.
That right here. There's a trap.
Can I bonus action investigate or percept to step over this thing?
It would be investigation.
18.
Right here, there is a magical trap. I'll just put this on the token layer for you guys to see.
Ooh.
Oh, come a little closer then. Okay, now we can see everybody. All right. I'm good then.
Piper is currently banished. Johnny.
Johnny is going to move towards his sister, or rather the rest of the group. So I'll move my spider. That's my turn.
Thomas just looks at you, Johnny. Let me know when to drop it.
All right.
Roland, you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on moving. Yeah, I get there, and I'm going to hold my action to Eldritch Blast right there as soon as she appears.
All right. Is your closet moving as well?
Yeah, the closet's going to go... Basically, it's just going to fly using its action and, I guess, bonus movement and action to dash to get here. So it's going to hold its action to bite as soon as they appear as well.
All right, Cordy, what are you doing?
I am eagerly awaiting the arrival of our friend. I don't want to say I'm readying an action. Well, I guess I will.
You can.
I'll ready an action to two-handed Warhammer hit.
All right, Alistra, what are you doing?
Running action to shoot her. Making sure someone will be within 5 feet of her, so I can sneak attack.
She does have cover right now from the pillar. If you move upwards, though, you'll have a clear shot on her.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Once he comes back, because I have an ally within 5 feet of her, I'll have sneak attack, but if I hit, of course.
All
Can
right.
you get 5 feet closer to me?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Johnny, it's your turn. What'd you like to do?
Beacon of Hope, please. Concentration up to 1 minute. The spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range. For the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
All right.
Wow, that's awesome.
Very nice.
That is very nice.
Thomas will continue to just wait for your guys' order. Roland, what would you like to do?
So if I wanted to use Vampiric Touch, technically it says a creature within my reach. If I go on the other side, would I be able to use it against her?
Yep, because when you cast Vampiric Touch, you target yourself and then make a melee spell attack against a creature.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go on the other side and ready up Vampiric Touch as a 5th level.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Cordy, I assume you're still holding
Yep.
your action.
Yep.
Alistra, I'm assuming you as well are holding your action. Johnny?
Oh, shoot. I meant to move my spiritual weapon last time.
Oh, just move another 20 feet.
Okay. He's just going to chill out. And he'll attack when they get back. I guess I'm going to ready a guiding bolt.
Well, is Beacon of Hope concentration?
It is.
So if you ready casting a spell...
Oh, that's right. It's concentration as well. You're right. Dang. Okay. Then I'm going to give Tom guidance.
Okay. Thomas looks at you guys and like, are you ready? Or
Let's go.
Let's go.
He drops banishment, which you immediately hear Piper appear right by you, and the moment she reappears, he is going to cast Hold Person.
Oh, please. If it hits, it's the crit within 5 feet if it's paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Please don't be wise.
You get the 16.
What's his DC?
What's his DC?
Spell save DC is intelligence, which is 4 plus 5, 17.
Guys.
So she doesn't make it.
She doesn't make it. She is currently held in place.
Woo!
Cordy, your held action goes off. Go on.
Hell yeah!
It's a critical hit if you hit her, which you do not.
Bruh. 2 twos.
Bro! What the fuck?
Roland, it is your held action.
All right, so Vampiric Touch, 27.
So you have advantage from her being held person, but disadvantage because she's invisible. But yes, the 27 hits. Roll your attack.
5th level,
your damage, I mean.
16, and I heal 8 of that.
Please roll that again because it is a critical hit.
So 16 plus 17, 33. So I get, are we rounding down or up? 16 or 17 health back?
You round down.
Okay, I get 16 health back and deal 33.
Okay. Alistra, you may take your held action.
Fire all. Man,
Okay.
please let me hit. I'm so tired.
Oh my god, dude.
Miss?
16 just misses.
Bro, I'm so mad right now.
No
I
one
didn't
gets
hit anything in the last battle.
She'll stay paralyzed for a good bit. If she keeps
Okay.
failing those wisdom saves, we'll just keep going.
I have a
Roll.
question.
Yes, what's up?
Is she currently concentrating on invisibility?
She is not.
Oh,
She
go
does
down?
not reappear when she becomes paralyzed,
Okay.
Shit, there's somebody else.
which makes you think maybe there's something else going on here.
Or an amulet. Great.
Roland, that is your turn.
Fuck her up, Roland.
Will?
I was muted. All right, let's try this again.
Another vampiric touch.
Yeah, why not? I'll use my last spell slot though.
Oh no. Vampiric touch is concentration.
It is concentration, isn't it?
Yep, you get enough. You get like as many attacks as you have, like while concentrating on it. You don't recast it.
Oh, awesome. Well then, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that again.
Okay. Base roll. So make your attack.
Yep. That is. Damn it! It's enough.
Okay, the 11 misses. Also have your Quasit make its attack.
Oh yeah, we forgot to do that. Quasit's gonna take a bite attack.
15 misses.
Okay.
All right. It is the Quasit's turn now.
It's gonna try and bite it again.
Do it.
That was an 8.
Okay, 8 misses. Cordy, your turn.
All right, let's fucking do this.
Please, we need you to crack some skulls.
Okay,
Thank
27 hits.
fuck. Do I get to roll that again because it's critical?
You sure do. Just make sure you subtract your attack modifier. 21.
Yes.
Are you using your channel divinity? Or do you have to see the target to do that?
I don't know. Let's see. When a cleric hits a creature with a melee attack.
You
So-
may use your channel divinity if you'd like.
Okay, so that is. I think that's 21. I think. Because it's 8 plus 5. So that's 41.
All right.
42.
She's making some ugly sounds like, oh god. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad. She's going to make him again. I'm going to action surge.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Make your second attack.
Oh no.
15 misses.
I'm so mad. Okay. All right. That's my turn.
All right, Alistra.
I'm praying to every single thing I know that I can
Okay.
make at least one shot. He won.
That will hit.
Okay, so get the sneak off because you've got friends.
Mhm.
So 8 piercing plus the 28. A measly 28.
She has 1 HP left after that.
Bruh.
That's all you, Johnny.
Finish the job, Johnny.
right.
It is her turn before Johnny, so she's gonna reattempt that saving throw first.
Can I trip her?
She
Knock her prone.
succeeds, so she's no longer paralyzed.
Wait, was oh gosh, was Alistra's not a crit?
I'm not within 5 feet.
Yeah, not on ranged attacks, just melee
Oh.
attacks.
Yep.
On her turn, you'll hear her say, I was just kidding. Can we settle down just a little bit?
Shut
no,
up.
we can't.
You're going
Johnny,
down.
that is your turn. What would you like to do?
Finish the job. Finish the job.
And I have my spider make an attack.
You sure can.
Spiritual weapon. All right. Hopefully this does something at disadvantage, I assume.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Come on. 19 to
19
hit.
hits.
10 damage.
Okay. Are you killing her or?
Let's interrogate and then we'll kill her.
I'm gonna knock her down and not kill her.
Okay. So she falls on the floor unconscious.
Is she still invisible though?
As she falls unconscious, you will see her body appear.
Is there an amulet around her neck?
There is not.
Hmm.
All right, so this is probably somebody else here then.
Tie her up.
Yep.
Punch her a couple times.
You've got some business to do, brother. You got some scrying.
I don't have a scry. You do.
I can scry.
Oh. Wow, look at
I was
that.
not. I wasn't blessed with the family's gifts.
I thought that above game. I thought that you're a cleric.
I'm a cleric, yes, but I don't have scry.
What? You don't have it prepared.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so who needs healing besides me?
I was not hit
I
at
could
all.
probably use it. I mean, I'm at 61 out of.
Come here.
70.
I'll get him, Johnny. You heal yourself. Don't say I never did anything
Suit
nice
yourself.
for you. Oh, I don't have cure wounds. Never mind. Sorry, you are gonna have to go
You
see
never did
Johnny.
anything for me. No.
You are able to eventually get your spider down. I mean, your skeleton down. Just quiet.
Oh, Dusty, look at you. You're just a bag of bones.
It shambles at you slightly.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that.
So you guys get your healing. You guys feel free to take a short rest if you would like.
Absolutely. But
Yep.
before I do, can I use my scrying so that I get all my spell slots back too? I'd like to scry Hugh.
Sure.
So I pull up my crystal ball and I place it on one of the boxes and I'm like, gather around, let's see what Hugh's doing or where he's at. And I activate the scry.
What is your spell save DC?
16.
And you have a bit of Hugh's blood. Is this a wisdom save or what is this?
Let me see. The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
And he has a -10 to this because you have his blood.
So he needs a 26.
Well, he gets a 2 with a +8.
All right.
Minus the 10.
I think we
So
found him.
he does super fail. You see Hugh walking down this street, hood over his head, and they seem to be passing by this large city square with this large cavity in the earth in the shape of a square, almost like a reverse pyramid. You see him like look up at the street sign, getting the street sign name, and he nods to his companion. Let's go, Shiloh. I believe she said that Lehman was this way. And they will continue walking down the street.
I'll share with the group everything that I heard, because I have no clue what Lehman is. But I can share with them, where they are.
Roland, Lehman was that squid guy that we met. Unless that wasn't actually Lehman.
Oh, my bad. I don't remember the name.
Suspicious. No, I'm joking. Well.
It also looks like he's with Shiloh. I guess that someone, maybe the girl, but
Probably that Star Child.
Well, time to get to stepping, I guess.
You guys do with your captive audience?
Hey, we do have to deal with her. Yeah, Courtney ties her up.
Okay. She's sufficiently tied up.
Hi, friends. John would like to cast. Was it Gaius?
Geas?
Gaius, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Gas?
Yeah.
What does that do?
You place a magical command on a creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of action as you decide. If the creature can understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. The duration is 30 days. While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions.
Ooh.
I love that.
But no more than once per day. So we should come up with a command to, like, I don't know. My thought is we keep them in our service for at least a short amount of time. Now, I got to figure out a phrase on how to make this effective.
I'll tell you ahead of time, I'm not gonna like try and DM weasel you out of this one. So if you say something abstract like help us find Hugh, she's not going to look for a loophole for that.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's basically what we want to do, anyways. So she'll need to make a wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC, which is 19.
What does it look like as you cast chaos?
John's eyes begin to glow, and he begins to emit a kind of a pale blue radiance that shifts to like almost a UV deep purple. The aura kind of coalesces around our assassin friend.
She needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Let's see how she does. 20.
This Gloomstalker make me acting unwise.
Well, that didn't
So
really...
she like twitches slightly as she's unconscious, like, no, get away, spiders. Get away, spiders.
Can you do it again?
That's my second, 5th level slot, so I'll be glad to do it.
Or, just throwing an option out there, I could kill her.
So do you know if it was the Grigoris who sent her? Do we know anything? Check her pockets.
Oh, we know the Grigori sent her. Cordy will just like kneel down next to her and is like, I met your boyfriend at the Masquerade.
She is still unconscious. You haven't waken her up yet.
I slap her awake.
1 HP.
Yeah, immediately, like, in surprise, opens her eyes, turns invisible. Hello, my friends.
I got her by...
I cast light.
Okay, you see her now.
Recover, Buttercup.
Hi. Here's the thing. I'm gonna kill you.
You don't want to do that.
Why don't I want to?
We were just having a bit of fun. That was all. Yeah. Just doing what we wanted. You know, understand that, don't you? You know, free spirit and all that.
Yeah, everybody who knows me has ever called me a free spirit. Here's the thing.
But you're not, are you? You're working for Navras. You're like her lapdogs.
I'm sorry, what?
Not really doing what you want to, are you? You're searching for Hugh, right?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't really scream free spirit to me. No, not really.
Yeah, I was lying about the free spirit thing. I'm not some hippie, okay?
What? I mean, do you you could be if you wanted. No. Just like if you wanted to not kill me, you don't have to.
If I wanted to not kill you, I wouldn't. But I do want to kill you, so I probably will.
Well, that's a shame, isn't it?
Well, for
what
you
about
it is.
Your other friends, what do they have to say about killing me? You guys don't want to kill me, right?
You about killed me. Have at her, Cordy.
It was just a bit of fun.
Well, what do you want me to tell your boyfriend that you stood up at the Masquerade?
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Oh, honey.
Okay, guys. What are the odds you think that she'll get a 12 or under in a wisdom save? Because she'd be a great asset to have, but it's my last one.
What other 5th level spells do you have prepared?
Mass Cure Wounds, Greater Restoration, Raise Dead, Summon Celestial.
It's the Mass Cure Wounds for me.
I know.
I think Mike is just, he likes this character I made. You don't want her to die, right?
No, I'm all about killing her, but she'd be very, very helpful for us to get to you. And it's never a bad time to have a person who can turn invisible.
That's true. Well, here's the thing, sweetheart, honey, darling. Maybe you could
call me all sorts of sweet names.
Yeah, it's because I like you so much. I'm gonna like hanging your head on my fucking wall. But first, before I do that, if you could just tell me everything you know about Hugh, how you caught him, where he's going, that would be great.
If I do that, you might kill me. So it's better to keep me alive.
Yeah, you could tell me first, and then I wouldn't kill you.
Hey James, I got a question for you.
Yes, Mike. What is your question?
Let's just say, for hypothetically speaking, Gordy were to smash this poor lady's brains in again. If I use the spare the dying cantrip, would that stabilize her enough to bring her back out?
If you down her with the intent of killing her and then cast Spare the Dying, I will treat it like a PC, and that will be sufficient to stabilize her.
Okay. John puts his hand on Corey's shoulder and just goes, "You know what? Go for it. See,
All right.
see if she likes the abyss."
Listen, we don't. You can actually you could see like a bit of tears starting to well up in her eyes.
Cordy's like angling her warhammer. She'll like even place it very like touching her forehead, and then like pull back with both hands. All right.
Yeah, you see her like shudder and her lips start to quiver. Wait,
Let's hear it, Missy.
And you bring it down on her.
I'm like a parent counting down. 3.
Don't let her count to 0. You don't want to hear that.
Okay. Okay. I can tell you where he went.
All
I
right.
Tell you. I can. We're friends. That's what
We're
I'm gonna tell
friends,
you.
right? Friends tell each other.
Went to go see my ex-boyfriend Leomund.
Right. Where's Leomund?
He's on the outskirts of the Undercity.
Insight, please.
In a big brass tower.
Well, we met a guy named Leomund, and he had a squid face.
I don't know squid-faced Leomund. No, must be another Leomund.
Must be.
Right, so you're gonna let me go now that I gave you that information?
No.
I mean,
We will release you from this mortal plane.
honestly, the
Okay.
more and more we talk, the further and further away he gets. So you're
That
really just
is
wasting time.
True. That is so true. I am just wasting time, and it just does seem like a little bit difficult to just beat your brains in. And you're pretty hurt, right? I should probably like cure you or something. Heal you up.
I mean, that sounds nice. Yeah, I'd
All
go
right.
for a bit of healing.
Oh, good. I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder. I'm gonna inflict wounds at 2nd level.
Okay. Yeah, it hits. She immediately passes out and begins dying.
All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
I'll follow Cordy.
John will let them all get out of the room, and then he'll spare the dying on her. And he'll wait for her to wake up. He'll put a finger to his lips and go, "Shh.
No.
You're alive. This is our little secret."
Wait, you understand, free spirit? Doing what we want. I got you.
Oh man.
If we see you again, I will not be so kind.
You'll never see me again. I promise.
Go. And at that point, John will exit the building.
And on that note, that's where our session will end as you guys leave the warehouse, as Roland looks and has Hugh in his sights in his crystal ball. Thanks for listening to another episode of Radio D&D. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Radio DD Pod, and make sure to check out Drawforth Arts on Instagram. They created our podcast cover art and did an absolute amazing job. If you liked what you heard, please rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening. Join us next time on Radio D&D.